Well, hello there, this is Retro Spirits Gaiden, and this is the Samurai Showdown Best Collection on the Sega Saturn. Here's the Sega Saturn dashboard. We have 37 tracks that last for 58 minutes and 32 seconds. It's very interesting. This is on disc 1. What we're playing here is a 2-disc set of the Samurai Showdown games, one of which is Samurai Showdown 3, which is this one. Memory warning there, I believe, and Samurai Showdown 4, which we'll be showing a little later. But they are both one-on-one fighting games, featuring samurais and ninjas and creatures that like to hit each other with steel weapons. And in that case, an umbrella, which is fairly odd. Got some nice artwork flashing up on screen here. It looks very kind of pen stroke charcoal-y and moody. That's Japanese there for Samurai Showdown 3, as far as I'm aware. Let's go to the options mode for some reason. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. We have got nothing interesting, so let's go to Game Start and play the goddamn game. You need the RAM cart for at least one of these games, and I forget which one it is, probably Showdown 4. Actually, no, you need a RAM card for both of them, but only one of them works properly with the 4MB RAM card. So potentially, Samurai Showdown 3 only works with a 1MB RAM card, and 4 with both, because you get graphical corruption if you mess around with the wrong RAM card. And here we've got a skinny dude versus a skinny dude, whose weapon is made out of daily triangles. And they're slicing each other up like no man's business. You've got an evade move there where you can dodge around the back of your opponent, which is an interesting addition for this version of the game. We'll still zoom in and out. We've got some sort of perspective thing going on the floor. Kind of stretches the pixels up and down to make it look like perspective. It doesn't always work. It looks okay. Doesn't always fool the eye. Never mind. Yeah, this is not my favourite version of the game, although I do like the artwork on the Japanese Neo Geo game. But this is on the front cover art one. But this game is very difficult. It's Ray Winstone hard, definitely. I find fighting the AI on this game a laborious, soul-sapping task, and it gets to a point where you just like the second or third character you have to fight, they just block absolutely everything that you do. But other than that, it's quite fun in 2 players. If you've got a buddy or someone that you hate that you can fight virtually. Background's changed colour here because the candles have gone out. So there's a couple of nice things going on there. That background's a little weird when it zooms out. One of the things that does look odd in this game is when the game zooms out, the game camera zooms out, and the graphics go all sort of nastily and pixely. It doesn't work so well in this game because they use the net effect on quite a few things, and it makes it a bit blobby. But the music is alright. The sound's a bit scratchy compared to the Neo Geo version. But I do own this game on the Neo Geo, and I'm not noticing any major differences. It loads quite quick on the set. So that's good news too. I won't be being Kiyashiro, probably, because he's got long purple hair and a pointy stick to hit me with. I think Basara is new for this game. I'm not sure he was in any of the other previous games, but he's kind of like a replacement for Genan. He's got a similar sort of movements. Oh, I might beat him. You know what? I might beat him. Although he's coming back now. He's flamed me to death. Running out of time. Oh no, he got me. Hey, I cheesed him. Timeout. Lovely stuff. Yes, this isn't my favourite version of this game. And I think 4 is my favourite Samurai Showdown so far by own. I do like 1 and 2. And I do like this one, but I just feel 4 plays a little bit better. And it certainly looks nicer, I think, too. Anyway, you get both 3 and 4 in this collection, and it's around 40 quid. You get instruction manual, which has got some bits and bobs in it, some nice illustrations. The front cover for the actual CD case itself is not that interesting in comparison to the original Neo Geo artwork. You can also buy these games individually, I believe, with their own RAM cards, which they might have a nice artwork on them. I don't know. I've not seen them. I don't. Tell you what, I think I only remember seeing one of them as a RAM card box for sale in the UK. So I guess they didn't import a lot of them back in the day, or people are holding on to them. But anyway, you like what you see here. This isn't a terribly expensive game for the Saturn, and it's certainly a lot cheaper than buying the Neo Geo versions if you must have a version on the Saturn. Or the PlayStation. I believe they come out on the PlayStation. Don't know what that version's like either. Sounds good. But you can get this on the probably on the Neo Geo Mini. I've beaten him. Wow, that went smoother than expected. I was expecting him to beat the crap out of me. Yeah, you can get these Samurai Showdown games on the Neo Geo arcade stick, or possibly the Neo Geo Mini. And I can't remember. I simply cannot remember. But anyway, Makisa's Revenge is what we've got coming up now, and much more of the same, really. More slicey dicey action, super special moves, your special moves, nice characters, nice backgrounds, groovy music, fun game. Can't say fairer than that. So let's just sit back and drink in the lovely visuals, pixel art visuals here. We've got some sort of temple in the mountains. I believe this is like a map screen in this game. It's almost like you're roaming the countryside on the way to the castle to some sort of eventual boss fight, and it looks a bit like an old-fashioned kind of map you're walking along as part of the UI, which is a nice presentational touch. We've got Tam's back. We've got the moon. Got a Makisa there. We have got some characters that I can't say names of quickly enough. Some of them I don't like. Hoemaru is always a fan favourite. And you've got your ninjas in here. You've got your Galford and what's the other one called? Can't remember. What's the other one called? Don't know. There's Galford and there's the Japanese ninja. Japanese ninja's got better moves. If you change the language in these games, you get different blood. So you change it to English version, you possibly can't cut the other characters in half. That's how it works on the Neo Geo anyway. And because I think the European versions were censored. We're picking Hoemaru. Do like him in his grey clothes. Is that a gi? I don't know what they call that. What do they call a samurai's costume? Do they just call it a samurai costume, or has it got a special name? Don't know. He overflows with contempt, though, for castles. So that's one thing that we found out today. And this looks like it's taking a bit more time loading than the previous game. Mainly because of all this presentation, I guess. There's the lovely Japanese map. Just noticed that before I skipped it. Jesus, click through that quick. Oh, look at the lovely background. But these characters do look kind of badass. They are drawn in a nice style, kind of choppy style, and they're nice and big. Oh, look at that. Didn't like that, he soared up the Jaxie. This fight's nearly over. I've only hit him a couple of times. There's a massive slash. And blood spurting everywhere. Lovely stuff. You can cut people in half in this game, which is always fun. So one strike there, that was a hard strike, took a quarter of his energy away. The characters have 2 energy bars. I don't know what the benefit of that is other than looking more impressive than 1 energy bar. Because they could have made the moves take half as much energy and used 1 bar. But hey, I'm not going to criticise too much. A little bit of a combo now. Didn't register as a combo though by the looks of it. Always a weird special move, that one, the old tornadoes. Useful, but weird. The Dragon Punch makes more sense, I suppose. I didn't like that. It's gone black and white. It's gone Akira Kurosawa. Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's a gorgeous looking game, and I do like the music as well. Like I said, Samurai Shodown 4 is probably my favourite version of Samurai Shodown. The Saturn version has these nice illustrations between rounds too, like scanned in pencil drawings. Here's the map again. We're going to Obama, which is the hometown of Barack Obama. This is the other ninja I was thinking about. What's his name? Hanzo. Of course it is, Hanzo Tori. So he's got a line of cool special moves. The difficulty of this game versus the AI is easier than Samurai Shodown 3 and 2. So you will make some progress in this game. It's not as brutal. And also picking Hao Maru helps, because he's got a very standard moveset. The coloration in this background is lovely. I do like that combination of pink and blue. It's quite 70s looking. I like that. It's groovy. Most backgrounds feature the castle in them to some degree, because, like I said, I think you're supposed to be on a journey to the castle to meet the final boss. Oof. Slashed him right in the gizzard. He didn't fall in half, though. Got blood splat, but it didn't slice him up. It's a bit disappointing. Being awesome is his style, apparently. Yeah, so for around about 40 quid, you get 2 great games, but you will need both flavours of RAM card, the 1 megabyte and 4 megabyte, for the games to work. So if you've got those, go ahead and buy the Samurai Shodown Best Collection, and you'll have 2 great games for your Saturn in one tiny package. This is a nice background too. Umbrella Woman's quite a nice character to use. She has similar movesets to Hamaru, activated in the same way. They do plenty of damage, which is groovy. Some nice atmospheric sunlight effects happened just a minute ago. They've kind of dispensed with the floor thing, which they had going in number 3, where the floor moves in sort of perspective. Yeah, because didn't really aim into the last game. Did some sort of special move there, did you notice that? Don't know how I did that, just did it. It's just reflex memory now. I don't even think about the buttons. I live the life of a ninja vicariously through this game. Yeah, it's not a conscious effort. I just live ninja. That's absolute bullshit, and I accept that. Yeah, it's a recommended collection of games. It'll make you feel like a samurai and make stuff up like me just now. Look at that! She is shoving an umbrella right up me. Didn't like it. Not one bit, sir. Who thought umbrellas could be lethal? Hey? Who was the first one to come up with that as a plan? Well, it worked in this game. I wonder if she's going to beat me. Like I said, this game is slightly easier than the other ones. Like characters, you can tend to connect a move against these characters. They don't block or dodge everything like in previous games. Sort of cheesing something there. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you can knock the swords out of each other's hands. That's always interesting. I don't know if you can lock swords in this game. I could in the previous ones. Oh man, she's shoving it right up the trousers. Which was always a weird feature, the old sword clash thing. Didn't really add anything to the game. Look at this guy, he's just special moves firing off all the time here. Lovely stuff. Slice me to death with an umbrella. Well, there you go. And that's the Samurai SHOWDOWN collection. It's very good. And not super expensive, so recommended. But you will need the RAM cards. Alright then. Ta-da!